by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Trae Young.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So with Johnson on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. Bridges out there with Mourning. Then it's Marley. Then it's Ball. And it's Brown in at the 2. And for the Hawks, in the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Hunter is out there with Harris, and it's Hunter in at center. And we've got a good one on tap tonight between a couple of teams, Greg, who can really shoot the 3-ball. Some of your thoughts coming into this one.
Well, when you have teams like this, it's about guarding that perimeter. If you don't, they're going to rain on you the entirety of the game. So this might be one of those games that comes down to who has the ball last.
Good example of the new breed of point guards. Murray creates for himself as well as he creates for others.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line. And Steve, one thing you love about Murray, that ability to change a game with just his defense.
Greg, between his awareness and his quickness, he's an impact defender. He's active. He's got great anticipation. Just what you want in a perimeter defender.
Johnson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Murray. Pass to Hunter. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Mourning with the rebound. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Brown with the bucket.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Back to Young. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. And here's Harris from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here is Mourning. Last game he had 12.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Ball, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hunter, the pass to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
What do you expect? Young is a threat to score the moment he crosses half court.
Deep 2 from Ball. Capitalizes off the crossover.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Young finds Hunter. Over Mourning. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
In terms of playmaking, Trae is as good as they come.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Brown. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Clippers. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. High post Johnson over Hunter, And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Hunter dishes to Murray. Shoots over Brown. Again, the Hawks score.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Pass to Marley. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Marley. Now the pass to Morning. Here's Johnson, guarded by Harris. Tries from 7. And Johnson finishes off inside. Johnson's got 5.
Look at Morning making the unselfish play, giving it away rather than forcing the shot.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Brown. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Morning. Miller comes in for Marley. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Brown. Here's Miller. Atlanta with the rebound. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Young from outside launches a 3, and there's Hunter on the assist from Young.
A 42% three-point shooter in college, Hunter continues to shine beyond the arc.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Kicks it to Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
For 3, Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Ball fires from way outside. Can't connect from long distance. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
They've got Hunter. Bogdanovich out there with Wall. Then there's Hunter. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now, here's Hunter. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And at this point of the year, Greg, injuries starting to mount for some teams.
And this is where your depth gets tested, your resolve, because it takes a strength in numbers and strong leadership to get through it.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Dishes it to Williams. Williams, a screen on Bogdanovich. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words, be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you. And it's Brown missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the New York Knicks.
And that game against the Suns is going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Mourning comes in for Johnson, and Marley subbed in for Dinwiddie. Brown outside. With the drive, and the layup falls. 10 points for him.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Hornets trail by 17. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bounce.
Bridges, he's checked in for Williams.
And Miller reminds some of a young Paul George, a 6'9" athletic forward with great upside. And a quick look here at some numbers for Hunter. He's been more than solid over the last month. Second in three-point field goal percentage. And he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. Third overall in field goal percentage.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Charlotte making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Fires at the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. And the Hawks lead by 16.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Bridges, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. For 3, Hunter trains the three-pointer. Hunter's got a pair of triples in the second now for Atlanta.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Brown. That one a little long. Atlanta leading by 16. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
Ball kicks to Brown. Bridges sets the screen for Brown. And there's another one for the Hornets.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Hunter with the screen on Brown. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Such a versatile player. Bogdanovich does a great job reading the floor and finding his teammates.
Charlotte calls timeout. Williams is checked in for the Hornets. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. You take a look at Hunter, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint. Ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Count it, good. 23 points for Big Dog.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. And Iguodala comes to help. Ball kicks to Marley. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hunter, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Bridges a screen on Wall. Ball from long range. And so it's Atlanta in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
I love what I'm seeing from Holmgren. He has sort of an effortless way of taking over. The game just comes naturally to him.
Yeah, he stood out, man. I'm telling you, he's got to be excited about his future, these teams. This guy's unbelievable.
Now let's go over that first half action. Things did not go according to plan for the Hornets.
Their perimeter defense has obviously been weak. Plus, they're facing some good shooters. It's the perfect storm right now.
And you just wonder if they're capable of making the necessary adjustments. Sometimes it's just a bad matchup. We'll see. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Hawks leading by 23, so with Johnson sitting on the bench. This is who Steve Clifford has out there. Brown out there with ball. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Marley. And it's Mourning in at the center position.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
And the first one drops. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw.
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. A three off the inbound. Second shot opportunity.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you very much. The Hornets want to play with tempo. Coach Steve Clifford said offense starts with playing for the strengths of your best players. LaMelo Ball is a great talent with a passion for the game and a flair for playing in the open court. We want to take advantage of that. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. David, thanks. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And here's Brown outside.
I just love the way Murray moves his feet defensively, whether it's on ball or in help.
Hunter finds Murray. Oh, good on the three.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve, DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
Hornets trail by 20. Passes it to Mourning. There's the dish to Ball. And Hunter over to help. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Mourning passes to Marley. 5 to shoot. Mourning a screen on Prince. Marley kicks to Ball. Shoots the three.
A lot of people bag on Young's defense, but he's sneaky and he has great anticipation.
Oh, okay. DeJounte Murray loves to play with flair, and he did not hold back on that dunk.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Ball. Mourning. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Young, here we go. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Trae Young may have taken it personally that he was drafted 5th in that stacked 2018 draft.
And GA, that draft was full of superstars. But you're right, he's played the most NBA games out of the top 5 picks in that draft. The confidence Trae Young plays with is really something. It helps him be such a thorn in the D side.
Murray, the pass to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
We know he has the range, and we know he has the attack mindset.
To the right side. Count the basket. Mourning's got 6 here in this quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Young pass to Pokusevski. Offline with his 3. The Hornets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here's Brown outside.
Defensively, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
This is how fast Trae Young gets his shot off, which is why he's so tough to guard.
Brown drives in.
Up to third person, team start.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matchups? 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
It wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay separate.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And here's Prince outside. Here's Young. He feeds it to Hunter. Murray down low. He's covered by Ball.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Brown. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
40 seconds left in the third. Outside, Ball. Johnson sends the screen for Ball. No good with the triple.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. This one for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Hakusevsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Iguodala sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. In the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. Prince out there with Pokusevsky, and it's Hunter in at the 5.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Brown, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Brown's got 20 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Shots good from Young. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Coming into the league, Prince really had to work on his ball handling. Now he's able to use it to draw fouls.
So, Steve, you were drafted by the Heat, a young expansion team at the time down in Miami. But if you had to choose, which city would you give an expansion team to right now?
I think Seattle and Las Vegas are at the top of everyone's list. San Diego would be nice because I love to travel there. I love when Vancouver had a team. How about bringing that team back, Kevin?
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Miller outside. Charlotte no good that time either. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. He dishes it to Murray for the 3. Offensive rebound. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Marley. He kicks to Johnson. And the basket is good. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And here's Young from the arc. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half. 4th of the game.
Trying to the hoop. And he jams it with authority.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Continuing from where he left off. First 3-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
And here's Brown outside. Hunter grabs the miss.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Murray, no good.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And it's blocked. And he recovers it. And that one's good by Marley. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Hunter on the wing. Over Williams. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young. Young's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Williams. From deep, Marley. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got his 16th rebound on the night. Took him no time at all on that one.
Beautiful play by DeJounte Murray. What contest?
Marley passes to Johnson. Miller outside. Johnson with a screen on Prince. Miller, no up.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Young finds Hunter. Young drives in. From deep. Stolen by Marley. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in. Marley's got 6 in the quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
The offensive rebound. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Larry Johnson picks one up.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Morning's jacked in for Williams. Miles Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's ball in for Miller.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Atlanta.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
There's 57 seconds left in the game. Brown the pass to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Bridges. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Here's Atlanta now. Hunter, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
It's good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Andre. I know if you could bottle a game like tonight, you would. But what's the key as you look forward to these upcoming games?
The key is just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys be ready to play.
Great performance tonight, Andre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Big Dog.
You're too good for that.